Jack, into the fifth round. Now we're in the hat for the draw, which is tomorrow, I think. Final of the Carabao Cup. Still in the top four in the league. Got Barcelona to come. We were just talking about that. We've got an exciting February to come. We just keep knocking these cup games off, mate. 11 wins out of 12. It's good.
Yeah, it's 11 wins in a row at home as well, I think.
Which is, I think Rashford was close. He nearly broke the record if he got that goal as well, didn't he? But it was disallowed. So, shame, but still a good win, mate.
I think when I watched it, the board was having a mare. It said it was a goal, and the whole VAR thing was kind of crazy. But I was looking at something on Instagram, and they gave it offside for Weghorst's run because they said he was in play or something, and Rashford wasn't. So if that's true, Rashford's going to be gutted about that.
Yeah.
But in all, I think Barcelona away, I don't reckon us. I know we have good form, and at home we may be able to do something, but Camp Nou. Dembele being injured is a positive for us, but I think because we play in Premier League, still got FA Cup, playing Premier League, like Sundays and Wednesdays basically every week, and then you got to go to the Camp Nou with maybe injured players. We don't know. We could have a big injury by then. If Casemiro's injured, I wouldn't reckon us. I think Ten Hag really needs to carefully place how he puts people in the team now.
Do you feel like he did that tonight without starting lineup? Was you worried about that? I've just asked a few other people the same question. You happy with that approach, the no-nonsense approach? Get the result in the bag, then make changes.
Well, yeah, sometimes you see people and they're like, okay, we're going to rest these guys for Wednesday, and then they don't get the result today, and then if they get a draw on Wednesday, that's what we saw with City, right? We beat City, rested a few for Palace. Some didn't even get rested that were completely tired. Got a draw from an Elise free kick, and we go to Arsenal and half our players are tired, and we go and lose it like right at the death. And I saw the lineup today, and I was so surprised. Obviously, I was happy, right? You get to see Eriksen and Casemiro as the two instead of seeing McTominay and Fred, but it's risky, and I think Ten Hag might get caught for it.
But I'll take you back to August, mate. We've just been spanked by two, in fairness and no disrespect, middle of the table teams in Brighton and Brentford. Manchester United head into February with a cup final to look forward to, fifth round of an FA Cup, a trip to the new camp to Barcelona. You would have snatched my hand off at that one, you know?
Oh, well, yeah, after coming off of that 4-0 defeat, and someone goes and tells you that by January, all those things are available for United, you wouldn't believe it. And if we go and lose to Barcelona, it will be a disappointment. And if we do lose the Carabao Cup final, it will be a disappointment. But it is progression, and it's something to build off. And no one would have foreseen this last season. And I think we just got to be happy of what we're getting and what we've got right now.
That's it. I mean, we did get some young players on there again. Obviously, Mainu, Palestra, Garnacho got game time as well there. It's good to see at this stage of an FA Cup, at this part of the season as well. No one would have thought it. But, I mean, it's a bit, I mean, some people have said we shouldn't be relying on the young players coming in. We should have more. Is there any hope in your heart that you might get Manchester United headlines popping up at the bottom of Sky Sports News in yellow, breaking news that we're going to get someone else in, or have you given up with the state of what the board and the ownership situation is at the moment?
I think the Glazers are just running off the hype about United getting sold. I don't think they're going to. Why would they spend big money on a player or just money on a player at all? That they get a loan from Burnley. I'm not saying Weghorst is bad. I like Weghorst, but why would they do it? I don't see us signing anyone. But to be fair, the players that are stepping up, Garnacho, Palistri, I think they are stepping up. They're doing their job. Garnacho, when he comes on the pitch, I'm not like, oh, we're going to drop now because it's a youth player. I'm thinking, right, we're going to get at them now. And we did. Garnacho could have scored at the end. That right back he just doesn't know what Garnacho is going to do, because unlike Anthony, Garnacho will go left or right. He will go to the byline, put a cross in. He will cut in and shoot. But Anthony, he's always on his left foot trying to find that corner. And yes, we are relying on our youth, but sometimes our youth are outshining our actual players. Anthony, 100 million. Garnacho came from our youth system, and I think Garnacho's in better form. I know Anthony got a good assist tonight, and it's promising, and he somehow got man of the match, but I think our youth are coming through.
That's it, mate. Did you give a man of the match to Anthony there tonight, or do you have someone else in mind? I've asked everyone. I'm going to ask you, Jack.
It's Casemiro.
Casemiro for you. Jack, legend. Cheers for coming on talking to us, mate.
Cheers.